What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. And we are hitting it really close to 8,000 subscriber marks here on this YouTube channel. Thank you if you're subscribed already. If you're not, you'll definitely will want to, because I'm gonna give away some cool prizes like a Supreme Balaclava face mask, a White Cat in the Hat tee in a size medium, and some Bathing Ape magazines that contain accessories in them. So again, subscribe if you want to win a prize. So right now I am in downtown Austin because Sneaker Politics here is coming out with the Jordan 7, the Pattas. And it's a pretty dope colorway. I'm not too sure why it's not performing well in the resale market, but it doesn't matter to me. And I apologize if I'm filming this in my car. I know it's not quite exciting, but it's pretty windy outside and my microphone up here can't really handle. So yeah, so it's about 30 minutes until Sneaker Politics opens. So let's go out and check if there's a line. If there's a line, cool. If there's not, cool. Alright, so we've already gone through the formalities, so let's actually get talking about this shoe. Luckily for me, they had these on a first come first serve basis here at Sneaker Politics in Austin, Texas. And thankfully, while I showed up in line, there was no one else in line that was camping out for these shoes. Everyone else wanted like the Yeezy 700s, the Tefdras. I do believe that the Jordan 7 Pattas were released to Tier 0 accounts, the Sneakers app, and to several foot sites, in which for the most part, these shoes sold out. These joints, the Jordan 7 Pattas, retailed at a price point of $200 USD. Add your VAT and your taxes just based on where you reside. Concerning the resale market, looking on StockX, looking on GOAT, these are going for about $250 to $300, just depending on the size that you are needing. Now, if you're not familiar with Patta, Patta is a household name when it comes to sneaker boutiques. They attain a Tier 0 account with Nike and the Jordan brand, but they are also respected in having past collaborations with Asics, Adidas, Mizuno, and so many others. And this shoe right here, the Jordan 7 Pattas, this is their actual first collaboration with Jordan brand. Speaking of the opportunities that Patta has had since this particular Jordan model came out, they have since announced a new colorway of this particular shoe called the Jordan 7, the Icicles. But if you ask me, they look more like a cookies and cream shoe. Upon purchasing this shoe, we are presented with this shoebox. It's predominantly done up in white. We have the image of that Jordan 7 Patta right here. Right here is the red Jumpman. On the reverse side, that Patta logo done up in black. You have the black hoop right here in which you can pull the shoebox from the sizing run, and your black label right here. In opening the box, we have some colorful paper lining going on in this geometric shape. It's a pretty cool design. In removing all that paper, it reveals this shoe. Now, my first impression of the shoe, when I saw it on the different blogs and whatnot, I really loved the colorway of the shoe. That apricot with that mahogany, it just flowed really well. Now, having the shoe in hand, it's a totally different story. It looks really good in person. The type of material that is on the shoe, it feels really soft to the touch. This is a nubuck material. It's just a really quality shoe. And really, it seems that $200 price point is warranted on this particular shoe. Taking a look at the upper of the shoe, looking at the lateral, looking at the medial side of the shoe, it's pretty much identical. You'll see some framework going on that is done in this mahogany brown color, which is pretty cool and is more layered towards the back or the heel of the shoe. As you move towards the quarter panel and the vamp of the shoe, you'll see this apricot color revealed through. And again, this is done up in a nubuck suede. You can actually see some of the color changing when you swipe against the material. For ventilation purposes, on those apricot panels, they do implement different size diameter holes, again, to enable your foot to breathe. Now, what separates the lateral from the medial portion of the shoe is this red Jumpman right here on this apricot panel. It is done in a red embroidery. I forgot to mention, while we are situated on the heel, staying true to that Jordan 7 styling, we have this cutout right here to reveal the inner sock liner. And this sock liner is hella dope, attaining different colors that complement each other, and it is made of a neoprene material and is very well padded. The lining of the sock liner is also done in that same neoprene material and is done in a red color. And of course, in matching fashion, pulling out the insole, it's done in red fabric laid on top of a thin piece of gray foam. Towards the heel of the shoe, you have that Jumpman that is done in brown and the size label below that. I want to move back towards the front of the shoe, in which we have these panels of that mahogany color running down from collar to the toe box area, and we have those eyelets that are punched into those panels. The default set of laces that run through those eyelets are of a flat shape, a cotton build, and a brown color, and there are no additional laces provided with this Jordan 7 Patta. Behind those sets of laces is the padded tongue, which is actually still part of that sock liner. It's just one complete piece. Now, the bottom portion is done in red, which is matching the lining of the sock liner, and then towards the top right here, you'll see a bunch of those weird colors going on that have geometric shape to it. Now, at the very top, done in that tan or that apricot color, it says Air Jordan in very, very skinny leathers. Moving towards the heel of the shoe, this heel cup is predominantly done in that mahogany brown nubuck material. Smack dab in the middle, this arrow or this triangle with the red and the brown going on, it actually features the number 23 right here done up in gray, obviously standing for Michael Jordan's number. Above that, it features the heel loop, which is done in a black nylon material, and it's actually sewn right here at the heel and sewn onto the liner. Now, what's cool about this heel loop is that it actually features some words on it done in silver. It says Team Patta. Moving on to the midsole of the shoe, you can identify it by this light tan color going all the way around the shoe. Now, this is done in Nike's Phylon material, and it's supposed to feature two air units in here, at the forefoot of the shoe and at the heel of the shoe. Now, what's cool about this midsole is that it actually features Patta's logo in several areas, right here, and on the medial side of the shoe. And that's done in a latte brown color. Staying true to the Jordan 7, it does feature your peaks and your mountain ranges. So you have your peak right here, peak on the medial side of the shoe, and your mountain range right here, done in dark brown color. Moving on to the outsole, and still staying true to that color scheme, this is done in a blown rubber material, which enables flexibility and traction. So again, you have that black, that gray, that red, that brown color going on, and then you have some of these craters going on, which help with your traction when you're running on the basketball court. And of course, at the very bottom of the shoe or at the heel of the shoe, you have your Jumpman, which is done in a brown color. Sizing, normally when I'm rocking a Jordan shoe, whether a 1, 3, or a 14, really doesn't matter. I'm usually going with my true to size, which is an 8.5. Sometimes I'll go with a 9, but for this particular shoe and all 7s, they tend to fit a little bigger than expected. For test purposes, I did go with my normal true to size, the 8.5, and honestly, I could say I could fit in a size 8 with no issue. I think a 9 would be a little too big, so perhaps go a half size down? In terms of comfort, again, the shoe employs that Nike Phylon EVA foam, the Nike Air unit at the heel and at the forefoot of the shoe. This is usually the point where I suggest my aftermarket insole and put it inside the shoe. Definitely not the case with the Jordan 7. I think the shoe by itself is comfortable as is. The only thing that you really have to worry about is the ventilation, because it's pretty much done in that nubuck leather material and it's not very breathable. I will say this collaborative effort between the Jordan brand and the Pattas on this Jordan 7 shoe was executed very, very well. The materials sourced for this shoe are of quality, the color combination of the shoe, they complement each other and are of that earthy tone, and I definitely think that this warrants the $200 price point for this particular model. Now, if you weren't able to cop this shoe at retail, I think now is probably going to be your best bet to try to cop this shoe on the resale market, and just right right before the icicles are released, so you better get on the ball if you really want this shoe. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about this collaborative effort between Jordan Brand and Patta on the Jordan 7? Is this a good pickup, a bad pickup? What do you think about this being Patta's first Jordan shoe? And what do you think about this in comparison to the shoe that is about to release, the Icicle Pattas? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we are hitting it really close to 8K. Thank you if you're subscribed already. If you're not, definitely do so. I would appreciate it. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! Sige na!